Gentlemen and ladies, start your engines. I like to start on time. It just went to 10 o'clock. We discovered about 6 years ago that there was an interest in having a funniest folk song contest. And I've always believed that if anybody could write a song about absolutely nothing and about absolutely anything, it would be this marvelous group of Florida folk singers, and it's happened time and time again. And the contest has continued to grow, and I'm thrilled to report to you that this morning we have a dozen entries if they all show up. So it's going to be a hot and heavy contest, even though it's going to be really hot. We hope the contest is not too heavy, but I hope that you all will reward the performers for their efforts with your applause. And I'm also very excited to announce that we have a wonderful, wonderful individual in our fold who travels around to our festivals, and she takes photographs, and we get to enjoy them on the internet. And she is hoping to put together a project with some of the funny folk songs, not necessarily the winners, all of the winners, but she wants to do a major kind of project. So we'll be talking more with Gail Carson, and she's right up here at the front. So she can work on an endeavor and make it happen. I've seen it time and time again. She is also a prolific songwriter herself and a performer. So we enjoy her very much. And she has a radio show, so yeah. So you check her out online. And if you want to talk to her personally, she has cards and stuff, I think. Yeah. She has cards. She's businesslike, she has cards. Yeah. Okay, we have a few people that are going to have some conflicts with performing at other places. So I'm going to shuffle the entries around a little bit to accommodate them, and then we'll try to see how everybody else's schedule is working out. I don't want to scare her half to death, but Mary Beth, are you ready? No. Okay. Well, oh, she's ready. Oh, I'm ready. Yeah. All right. Well, is Chris ready? Is he going to be with you? Okay. All right. Would you like to come up and do the honors first? Okay. Thank you. By the way, I'm Margie LaRoe, and I'm so happy to be the founder of this contest. And as long as I'm still kicking, I hope I can keep it going. Thanks.
Yay! Let's see, is this one working? Oh, I guess I need to use this one, right? Oh, nope, he's sending me down. Right, Bill. That's mine. I have to bring it down. Oh, dear. Here, let me. And I am standing up, by the way. Yeah, short people got nobody, but it is. Okay. I'm not even going to tune it up. That'll make it even worse. And it's all about bad songs anyway. So that'll just add to the charm, won't it? That'll add. Oh, wait a minute. My microphone keeps sagging. I got a saggy microphone. It's gravity's hit it too.
Carolyn, I need to.
Whoops. Excuse me. It's all about my husband getting ready here. As soon as he's ready, we'll do it.
Yes.
Okay, that one's good.
Huh? This one?
Yep. Hey, Chris, honey, it's all about me. Hurry up.
Just a minute, I gotta get the bass.
Oh, yeah, I thought you had the bass. I'm sorry, Margie. Let's just see how much more time we can take up waiting for him to prepare. I know. I thought he had his bass over here. But anyway, this is going to be fun. And I want to dedicate this song special to my songwriting friends and their creative muses. Okay? Are we ready, Chris? And I'm hoping I can remember all the words, but we'll see. I got it. Okay. Are we really ready? Okay, ready, go. Well, I was struck with the writer's block, not knowing what to do. I asked my muse to help me write a good new song or two. Oh, my muse was being testy, said you haven't any clue. Perhaps there are no good songs left inside of you. And that's assuming, of course, there ever were any. Ooh, ouch, touche, my muse. I never thought I'd hear the words you just chose to use. But to show you I'm not angry and to have a little fun, I'm gonna chew you up, spit you out, and show you I ain't done. I'll just simply go write bad songs, really, really bad songs, just to annoy the heck out of you. Yeah, I'm gonna write some bad songs, really horrid, sorrowful songs, and you know, it's best that this old gal can do. Then I think I'm gonna aim for the bottom of the barrel, 'cause there I might be cream of the crop. And I'm gonna sing those bad songs, those really sorry, awful songs, till you're crying and begging me to stop. And then I'll use some big words, really, really big words, like anti-disestablishmentarianism. 'Cause it's a long word, not a song word, but it rhymes with everything that ends in ism. You know, prism, schism, barbarianism, words that flow like Boone's Farm strawberry wine. And hope you hate my bad songs, my truly sorry, awful songs, 'cause you knew I had it in me all the time. Oh yeah, you knew I had it in me all the time. I think I'll make up new words, be the first to use words like under, aqua, semi-blocious, extra muckadocious. What's even better, it has more letters than supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. I'll add some locus, some psychosis. Wait a minute, I'll add some locus, psychocus. A lot of hocus pocus. I might write the worst song in the history of mankind. Because of you, my testy muse, that honor might be mine. 'Cause you knew I had it in me all the time. Oh yeah, you knew I had it in me all the time. I got nervous watching the crowd.
That was, You Knew I Had It In Me. We did. Mary Beth Campbell. With husband Chris on the bass. Okay, Ishmael, are you ready? Can you? Oh, great. Ishmael comes up from the Gulf Coast, Sarasota, and and did you do that again? He's going to do a little number for us called "Saturated Fat."
My life is a mess. My arteries are belling, while my tongue and stomach scream for former entrees. Dairy made me merry, but now I find it scary how I long for former high cholesterol days. You can repeat what I say, but now I can't eat this, can't eat this, and I can't eat that, I can't eat that, and them and these and those are all out of question. Well, I'm drinking like a fish, and I don't know where I'm at, all because of saturated fat. Saturated fat.
Saturated fat
has ruined my life. Made me feel depressed. Made me lose my wife. Stop singing now. Saturated fat has left me so forlorn. All I can eat are rice, beans, oats, and corn. We used to talk about CDs, the money and the discs. But now we talk of HDL, and what's our stroke out risk? Well, it's LDL, not LSD, that occupies our minds. Triglycerides, not tribal rights. It's what we hoped to find, but now I can't eat this, and I can't eat that. And those and them and these are all out of the question. Well, I'm drinking like a fish, and I don't know where I'm at. All because of saturated fat. And oat bran. Let's not forget about oat bran. How we love to employ it. You'd be surprised how many ways you can use oat bran and still not enjoy it. But now I can't eat this, and I can't eat that. And those and them and these, they're all out of the question. I'm drinking like a fish, and I don't know where I'm at. All because of saturated fat. Yeah, I'm drinking like a fish. I don't know where I'm at. All because of saturated. It's the fault of saturated. Have a malt with saturated. Put some salt on saturated, 'cause it's the fault of saturated fat. Give me X-rated fat, not saturated fat. Thank you.
Ishmael Katz from Sarasota with saturated fat. My cardiologist needs to hear that one. She would love it. I should let you know, maybe ahead of time. Mike Campbell, are you going to be able to come up next? And after Mike, Dan, you want to be ready? I'd like to announce you. This is a long
I'd
title.
love to be announced.
Oh, yes, long title. It's called Jimmy. Right? Is that the one you're doing this time?
That's the one I'm doing this time. This is a song about a chicken. Your part in the song goes doodle-doo, 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 doodle-doo. That's your part. You got to sing. Oh, Jimmy was a barred rock rooster. He lived outside in the yard. In any kind of weather, Jimmy had a pretty feather, but living with Jimmy was hard. He was always great with the chickens, seemed to have a pretty good head. But every morning at 4 a.m., Jimmy would wake us out of bed. There's a whole lot of squawking and a whole lot of talking. There's a whole lot of stinky chicken poo. But the worst thing about having chickens in the yard is Jimmy's old cock-a-doodle-doo. Doodle-doo, 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 doodle-doo. Now my neighbor on the right was William, and my neighbor on the left was Vi. And the neighbors in the back, they were Jill and Jack, and they all wanted Jimmy to die. 'Cause he woke them up every morning. They were not very happy, you see. Jack and Jill and Vi and Bill were getting pretty mad at me. There's a whole lot of squawking and a whole lot of talking. There's a whole lot of stinky chicken poo. But the worst thing about having chickens in the yard is Jimmy's old cock-a-doodle-doo. Doodle-doo, 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 doodle-doo. Now I tried to be a good neighbor. I invited them over for a keg. I mowed their lawns, and every week I gave them each a dozen fresh eggs. Next year under my Christmas tree, much to my surprise, I got a hatchet from old Jack and Jill. I got a roasting pan from Vi. Got a summons from the city. That was William's work, you see. 'Cause he don't like noise and he don't like Jimmy, and he sure as hell don't like me. There's still a lot of squawking and there's still a lot of talking and there's still a lot of stinky chicken poo. But thanks to all of my neighbors, there's no more cock-a-doodle-doo. I said thanks to all of my neighbors, there's no more cock-a-doodle-doo. Doodle-doo, 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 doodle-doo. Doodle-doo, doodle-doo-doodle-doo. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I want to thank all the audience for coming out this morning for the contest. It's nice to see the seats fill up, and I know you'll be laughing a lot. Coming up next is Dan Gribbin, and Dan hails from Daytona Beach, and his song is titled Florida in My Soul. Dan, I know very well Dan is one of my singing partners. Nice to see him on stage this morning. Good morning, Dan.
Good morning, good morning. This is kind of a cautionary tale. If you get a kayak and a camera and you go out in the swamps looking for birds, sometimes you find yourself face to face with a 12-foot alligator in a very narrow creek, and it does something to you. So that's how I got Florida in my soul, but I'm going to bring it to you so that you don't have to experience quite that same effect. I want you to sing along with me. Your part is simple. I got Florida in my soul. At the end of the first verse, each time I'll repeat it so that you can get the hang of it, and then I'll probably forget to repeat it, so you can just jump your cue and get in there. And the verse begins with I've got Florida in my soul, although the tune is a little different, so there's a challenge for you there. Okay. I got a great blue heron on a holler log. He orders fish for breakfast with a side of frog. I got Florida in my soul. Here we go. I got Florida in my soul. Good. I got a pink flamingo on my neighbor's lawn. She never did move much, but now today she's gone. I got Florida in my soul. Hey, I got Florida in my soul. Oh, I got Florida in my soul. And there's a creepy crawling critter that's a nibbling at my toe. I'm gonna grab my guitar and hit the road. And if an alligator proves to be an instigator when I try to navigate around her path, I'm gonna biff her in the nose. I got an Alafaya Okeechobee dream. I'm gonna sleep till dark and watch a swamp gas gleam. I got Florida in my soul. I got the northbound leaving on the seaboard line, but I'm a southbound drifter in this state of mind. I got Florida in my soul. Hey, I got Florida in my soul. And there's a creepy crawling critter that's a nibbling at my toe. I'm gonna grab my guitar and hit the road. And if that alligator proves to be an instigator when I try to navigate around her path, I'm gonna biff her in the nose. When you got Florida in your soul, you love to hear the beller of the old bull gator and feel that ocean roll. got a snowy egret on a cypress knee. He lets me take his picture for a nominal fee. I got Florida in my soul. I got blue crab boiling on an open fire, and there's a St. John's monkey on the telephone wire. I got Florida in my soul. Hey, I got Florida in my soul. And there's a creepy crawling critter that's a nibbling at my toe. I'm gonna grab my guitar and hit the road. And if an alligator proves to be an instigator when I try to navigate around her path, I'm gonna biff her in the nose. I'm sorry I didn't get a real good chance to introduce myself. I'm with the Audubon Society. I got a pileated pecker on a sable palm. If he's an ivory bill, we'll call the Audubon. I got Florida in my soul. I'm an endangered species. I'm the crocodile man. I got a dozen rattlers eating out of my hand. I got Florida in my soul. Hey, I got Florida in my soul. And there's a creepy crawling critter that's a nibbling at my toe. I'm gonna grab my guitar and hit the road. And if an alligator proves to be an instigator when I try to navigate around her path, I'm gonna biff her in the nose. Thank you for singing along.
Dan Gribbin. Now, you can see why it's so much fun to be a singing partner with Dan Gribbin. When Joel and I do a few of Dan's songs, timing, harmony, you know, the words. Okay, Brian Darby is coming up next, and Brian hails from Apopka, and he is going to give us a song titled Paleo Diet Blues. Did I do it right? No?
That's okay.
Paleo?
Paleo.
Paleo? Well, I wrote it phonetically, but I didn't really write it phonetically. Anyway, we all have diet blues.
Everyone enjoying this crisp fall air? I can't remember when I first became aware of the paleo diet, but if you haven't heard of it before, it's kind of interesting. I guess some scientists and nutritionists and stuff decided that most of our chronic ailments these days are from our diet, and we'd be better off if we ate the way our ancestors did back when we were hunter-gatherers. And that's pretty much what the song is about. So I hope you like it. I went to my doctor for my yearly exam. He just gotten my blood work back. He said, Brian, I'd like to see you try to lose a few pounds. Man, your blood pressure's way out of whack. Don't get upset, I know just what to do, 'cause I got the very perfect diet for you. It's called the Paleo diet, and it gets its name from the Paleolithic, it seems. It's based on the way that our ancestors ate before agriculture appeared on the scene. But I had enough and jumped to my feet when he began to think that I couldn't eat no pasta, no pizza, no dairy, no greens, no rice or potatoes or bread. Eating like this for the rest of my days, I might just be better off dead. You say you've risen to the apex of the food chain, my friend. Well, now I'm back to eating like a caveman again. Now this diet has some side effects, and I must admit my wife was justified in calling me a fool. When I drew a herd of reindeer on the living room wall, built a raging campfire out by the pool. I'm wearing leather and furs, tools was out of stone, long to suck the marrow from a mastodon bone. Hope you'll forgive me for waiting till now to tell you the worst part of all. Paleo diet's got no room for booze, no wine, no beer, no hard alcohol. Cavemen had weed, they had fire. They couldn't get drunk, but they sure could get high. Pasta, pizza, no dairy, no greens, no rice or potatoes or bread. Eating like this for the rest of my days, I might just be better off dead. You sent me prison to the apex of the food chain, my friend. Now I'm back to eating like a caveman again. Wish I could get back to eating just what I choose. Paleo diet blues. Paleo diet blues. Paleo diet blues.
Mangum coming up next with a song titled Folked Up Superstar. Larry is
Say that very slowly.
Folked Up Superstar. And this is G-rated. There's apparently some sort of back and forth happening between Larry and Mike Campbell.
What can I say?
You ready to go?
Ready to go.
All right.
It does take a little bit of setup. Excuse me for that, but when you get my age, a couple things happen. Sometimes you're asked to do forwards for books about our business. Other times people do wonderfully complimentary things about you in their songs. Julian. And then there's a few other people who, when you really get down and listen, maybe it's not quite as complimentary as you. And another thing at my age, I care about everything very deeply. It's very hard, it's a burden, you know? And so these are the things that bother me, and I try to help the new and up-and-comers like Mike Campbell. Give him some advice. Mike, if you really want to be successful out here, now, here's what you do. And he's so grateful, I'm sure. Remember, in science, for every action, there's an opposite equal reaction. This is that time. And the best part about it is we get to all start out singing together. I need your help on this. So we're going to do three parts. There's some over here, some in the middle, and some over here. So everybody's a harmony singer, plus everybody here's a musician almost. So here's what we're going to do. Okay, thank you very much. No shorts and no flip-flops, no capos on your headstock. It's not a rule, it's just a pet peeve of mine. No overalls and no music stands unless you're reading Music Man if you want to be a folked up superstar. Now you can probably tell when you look at me, I've been around a while. I started playing music when I was just a child. I'm not sure I've ever known the secret to success. My advice is free to take or leave, you'll have to do the rest. No shorts and no tank tops and no tuners on your headstock. It's not a rule, it's just a pet peeve of mine. Don't jam along with the jukebox. Dress better than the guys at the truck stop if you want to be a folked up superstar. Now I might seem old-fashioned, but that's just who I am. I made my living from the stage, and buddy, I still can. I come from a generation who takes pride in their work. I'm trying to be helpful and not come off like like a jerk. Well, I've tried to share some secrets, it took me years to learn. If you don't want to listen, that's not my concern. You can do it your way if that's how it's gotta be. But one day you'll be old and gray and still be watching me. Oh, no shorts and no flip-flops, no capos on your headstock. It's not a rule, it's just a pet peeve of mine. I know overalls and no music stands unless you're reading Music Man if you want to be a folked up superstar. No shorts and no tank tops, no tuners on your headstock. It's not a rule, it's just a pet peeve of mine. Here you go, Mike.
Thank you.
Yeah, learn your words, don't ramble. You don't want to be like Campbell, and maybe you'll be a folked up superstar. Yeah, learn your words, don't ramble. You don't want to be like Campbell, and maybe you'll be a folked up superstar. Yeah, me and Mike are folked up superstar. Thank you, big fella.
I guess it's my turn to write another song now.
At some point, probably in the program, we'll have to publish a glossary of vernaculars. There are many different words that can be, developed out of folk. And I know that Joel and I, Dan, in our trio, we do something to songs that we call folkerizing. We'll take a really old song, like from the 30s or something, folkerize it, Well, people turn them into rock songs and stuff, rockerize them, so we folkerize it. And I just finished a little sewing project at home, and I was showing it to a few of my guests this weekend. I have this little stool that I used to use in my art for many, many, many years. It's very old because I'm old, and I offered it to someone to sit on. It was Charlie Simmons at our campsite, and he took one look at it, and he thought, no, he wasn't going to sit on that because it looked like an accident waiting to happen. And you can imagine the kind of accident a guy might have sitting on a stool like that, not that tall, if it collapsed. So I took the project on of stitching, and I used 20-pound black fishing test, so I'm pretty sure it's not going to collapse. And so now it is not, it's all embroidered, and it says folk stool. There you go. Okay. Miss Jean Bayou, are you ready to come up here?
Sure. Yeah.
All right. Jean apparently has a song that is going to be near and dear to a lot of us ladies in the audience. And she's another guest coming up from the Gulf Coast, from Sarasota area. By the way, thank you very much to Carolyn and Jim Dunn for providing our wonderful set of this And I want to also take an opportunity to thank my wonderful judges. Ken Buchanan is here, and Joel Kelly, and another very funny lady, Carolyn Dunn, is helping us with judging this morning. Okay, Miss Jean Bayou has a song, ladies, that's titled Mammogram. Sorry,
As soon as I get
funny?
myself tuned up.
This is supposed to be funny,
It's supposed
Jean.
to be funny. It's supposed to be funny. Hey everybody, I just moved to Sarasota actually in April, and I'm very, very happy to be there. I'm happy to be a Floridian. My sister is here with me today, and I wrote this song several years ago, and it is called Mammogram. please don't hurt me, ma'am. I have come voluntarily, so don't you squeeze the out of me. Drop that gown, stick your boob in the vice. Feels so good you get to do it twice. Here I am for my mammogram, so please don't hurt me, ma'am. Are you hearing this guitar?
Yeah.
You're right there.
I'm convinced this exam is a must. It lends new meaning to the term bust. Well, I came in here just for a check. Now I feel like an airbag after the wreck. Here I am for my mammogram, so please don't hurt me, ma'am. Now this is the part where the mammogram's going on. Don't try and picture it. I've heard that sometimes they provide banjo music. And it would be nice if I had accompaniment, but it's just me. Now that really wasn't so bad, though it's not the best time that I've ever had. But if you think it's the worst that could be, remember next week's your colonoscopy. Then you'll be glad it's just a mammogram. Wham bam, thank you, ma'am.
Frank Julian. Hey, Frank. Frank comes in from Newport Richie, all the way from. We've got a lot of wonderful folks coming over from the Gulf Coast today. This is great. And Frank is going to do one titled Parental Guidance.
There's some tough competition out here. Get my reading glasses on. I just want to thank John French for inviting me to this festival. Thank you, guys. This is parental guidance. This is how my kids turned out to be so perfect. Well, when I was a young boy, I used to bug my folks. Like when my dad would be playing poker, I'd say, can I have some cards for my bicycle spokes? My mom would be cooking dinner. She'd say, can I stir the rice? She'd say, we're having macaroni. And this was her advice. Yes, she'd say, go play in the traffic. Take a long walk off a short pier. Hold your breath and count to 10,000. You could be anywhere but just not here. Take a nap on the railroad track. Stare at the sun with your naked eye. Climb the tallest building and see if you can fly. Now fast forward to my wedding nights. I'm with my bride in our honeymoon suite. She says, is there anything special she can do for me? I say, yeah, go down to the lobby, give me something to eat. I haven't seen her since that night. Getting over her has been real hard. But every year around Christmas time, I get this message in a card, and it says, go play in the traffic. Take a long walk off a short pier. Hold your breath and count to 10,000. You could be anywhere but just not here. Take a nap on the railroad track. Stare at the sun with your naked eye. Climb the tallest building and see if you can fly. I was never stupid enough to do all those things they told me to do. I learned about the dangers when they released me from the clinic after trying just a few. Well, now that I am older and I've got kids of my own, bleeding on the kitchen floor. I said, can't you see I'm talking on the telephone? Go and call a neighbor. Go and tell a cop. I got these words of wisdom for you, cause this bugging me has got to stop. I tell them, go play in the traffic, take a long walk off a short pier, hold your breath and count to 10,000. You could be anywhere but just not here. Take a nap on the railroad track, stare at the sun with your naked eye. Climb the tallest building and see if you can fly. And see if you can fly. One more time. And see if you can fly. Cha cha cha.
Thank you, Frank. Parental guidance. Have some like that. I did try to fly though, but Mother didn't know about it. Fortunately, I didn't get hurt, but I jumped off the roof with a military medical supply parachute. I thought it was a parachute for kids. It looked just perfect size. The cat went just fine. This really did happen, I'm sorry to say. I love cats. The cat clawed me real good, though, so you got payback. Lynn Larsen, you want to come on up, Lynn? Got here in time to put an entry in. And Lynn comes over from Orange City. We really get the state represented at this festival. It's really nice. People here from all over.
I do want to apologize to Larry because I'm violating one of his rules.
We love people like that.
Just a suggestion.
Yeah, this is going to be pizza, right?
It is going to be pizza. Yes. You know, I've never been to a contest like this, and I just realized today that I missed out on so much knowledge. There's so much that was just given to us the last half hour. About a year ago, my grandson says, "Granddad, I understand that you can write songs." I said, "Well, I've written a couple." He says, "I'd like to see if you could write a song about pizza." So I took on the challenge, and after eating a couple pizzas, I wrote these words. Forgive me, I have to activate the old iPod here. And again, it's called Pizza. Please bring some pizza, please. Pepperoni, mushroom, and cheese. Make it real beefy, but not too greasy. Please bring some pizza to me. Please bring some pizza to me. A $5 fave, yes, we. Make it thick or thin, let the fun begin. Please bring some pizza to me. I love pizza, ooey gooey pizza. I love pizza, you see. I get my own pizza, ooey gooey pizza, but I am only 3. Please take this pizza, please. I really have to get some Z's. Here's a 10-minute warning, we'll eat the rest of the morning. Please take this pizza, please. I love pizza, ooey gooey pizza. I love pizza, you see. I get my own pizza, ooey gooey pizza, but I am only 3. Please bring some pizza, please. Pepperoni, mushroom, and cheese. Make it real beefy, but not too greasy. Please bring some pizza to me. Make it thick or thin, let the fun begin. Please bring some pizza to me. That's it.
Okay, Ellen, can you come up and do an entry for us? Southwest Ranches, yeah. And this one is about gravity. Ellen Bukstel. Put your hands together and give her a big one.
My dad used to say, "Don't get old, Here's my lament. And this is your part. This was a request by my other short friend over there. You know who I'm talking about?
There's two of
Mary
us.
Beth.
There's two of us.
There's just two of us that are short like that. Okay. Here's your part. Ready? Gravity is coming for me. Okay, let's try it. Ready? Now y'all are musicians, so I want it to be like the Mormon Tabernacle Choir. All right? So ready? Ready? Gravity is coming for me. Beautiful. Swing low, sweet. Double chin. Hanging where my neck should be. Well, that was 25 years ago. Gravity is coming for me. Swing low, sweet. Double D's. I used to be a 32B. Well, that was 45 years ago. Gravity is coming for me. Well, I looked in the mirror, and what did I see? Something that was not meant to be. My grandma's face looking back at me. Gravity is coming for me. Let's hear the harmony. Swing low, whoa, whoa, whoa. Sweet belly fat. Where did that shit come from? One day it wasn't there, and next day there it was, hanging where my waist should be. Well, that was 3 little babies ago. Gravity is coming for me. Well, swing cellulite, bubbling where my smooth skin should be. When I'm in a bathing suit, boy, what a sight. Gravity is coming for me. It's downhill from here, folks. Swing low, sweet testicle. Sitting on the toilet seat, getting wet, just hanging there. Bring it on home, folks. Gravity is coming for me. Thank you.
It matched her dress. It looked good. Anybody know what's happened to Cindy?
Run away is what she said.
I appreciate it. Thank you. I would love for her to make it in time. And I'm going to let the judges have the entry forms to look at, so they have the names and things, and they're going to take a little break. Don't go too far away. You want to know who won.
It's called, is it hot in here or is it me? Well,
have been raging for quite a while. Know that I am aging and I'm gonna go in style. The minute I'm laughing, the next one I'm in tears, 'cause the magazines I'm reading are confirming all my fears. Is it hot in here, or is it me? My family thinks I'm crazy as can be. My thermostat is broken, it feels like 103. Is it hot in here, or is it me? Well, I saw my friend Susan just the other day. Said that she was feeling exactly the same way. With hot flashes all the time. I said, I'm on the verge. She said, honey, that's not a hot flash. It's really a power surge. Is it hot here, or is it me? My family thinks I'm crazy as can be. But my thermostat is broken. It feels like 103. Is it hot in here, or is it me? Well, the mood swings and the weight gain are making me irate. Progesterone and estrogen will help me lubricate. They say that soybeans can reduce the rate of heart disease. And osteoporosis, could you spell that for me, please? Is it hot here, or is it me? My family thinks I'm crazy as can be. My thermostat is broken, it feels like 103. Is it hot in here, or is it me? Well, they say that my libido is likely to decline. Not. That's your part. I forgot to tell you it's a sing-along. One word sing-along. You ready? Really loud, okay? Well, they say that my libido is likely to decline. Oh, louder, folks. Come on, ladies, this is your line. Well, they say that my libido is likely to decline. Insomnia and night sweats make me tired all the time. There is designer estrogen the doctors could prescribe. But recent tests are showing that the rats did not survive. Is it hot here, or is it me? My family thinks I'm crazy as can be. My thermostat is broken, it feels like 103. Is it hot in here, or is it me? This is not a midlife crisis or empty nest syndrome. It's just my body changing into something quite unknown. They used to call us crazy, but never knew the cause. Well, it's a rite of passage, and it's called, everybody, menopause. There's everything. My family thinks I'm crazy as can be. My thermostat is broken and it feels like 103. Is it hot in here, or is it me? Well, my thermostat is broken, no truer words I've spoken. Is it hot in here? I'm just not clear, please crank up the AC. Is it hot in here, I ask, or is it me? Thank you so much. All right, you want to do
There is hope. There really is. At some point, your inner child will quit playing with matches. Mine did.
He's got to turn himself on. It's because we've been married for 39 years, so that's the way it goes. Thanks, baby. 39 long years. So, I'm a grandma, and I love being a grandma, The best part of being a grandma is embarrassing your children. And I'm really good at it. I wrote this song after I got a speeding ticket in Osprey, Florida. That's down near Sarasota. Grandma made the news today. The TV reporters say it was a cop-car that she passed. She was going way too fast. Grandma made the news today. An all-out silver alert. Seems Grandma forgot her shirt. Flashing cars on the interstate. Now the kids can hardly wait to see Grandma on the news today. Grandma made the news today. Go, Grandma! The TV reporters say it was a cop car that she passed. She was going way too fast. Grandma made the news today. It may be the hippie in me, oh yeah, against corruption and corporate greed. I only said what I meant, one of 99%. That's why Grandma made the news today. Here we go. Grandma made the news today. Go, Grandma! The TV reporters say it was a cop car that she passed. She was going way too fast. Grandma made the news today. Okay, now here's the naughty part. I tell my grandbabies, cover your ears, honeys. She was smoking just a little pot.
That's medical marijuana.
They took the keys and a mug shot. Straight to jail, don't let us go. Now the kids will surely know. Grandma made the news today. Grandma made the news today. Go, Grandma! The TV reporters say it was a cop car that she passed. She was going just a wee bit fast. Grandma made the news today. Here we go. Grandma made the news today. Go, Grandma! The TV reporters say it was a cop car that she passed. She was really holding, and Grandma made the news today. Go, Grandma! Grandma made the news today. Is it okay to unplug? Oh, you're on the stage! That's so.
This song is called The Cynic's Vacation, but it's better known as Torture. It's from all those years of taking car trips with the family. Head out on the highway, Friday 4:30. You and all them other folks heading for the show. Go for 40 miles, riding on your brakes. With the family in the car and see how long it takes before you scream torture, 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 torture. We call it a vacation, but it's just plain misery. Torture, 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 torture. Like a band of lemmings, we are headed for the sea. Pull into the motel. By now it's 10:30. The clerk gives you a big howdy-do and says, honey, where you been? I gave your room away a half an hour ago. There's not another one in town. And she can hear you screaming as you throw her to the ground. Torture, torture, torture. He's touching me. Don't make me turn this car around. Yeah, that one too. Somebody's feet stink. We missed the turn. If you have yourself another day of fun, you swear you're gonna die. And the smell of cotton candy's beginning to get you high. Amid the shrieking and the wailing, you realize your greatest fear, that your credit card has hit the max, but you'll be back again next year. Screaming torture, torture, torture. We call it a vacation, but it reeks of misery. Torture, 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 torture. Like a band of lemmings, we are headed for the sea.
This is my country song. There's a red-headed girl from a West Texas town with a red-headed smile and her homecoming crown. She wears my tux and I wear her gown while we're cross-dressing tonight. She wears my boots and my button-down shirt while I'm in her heels and her side-zipping skirt. She calls me a tease and I call her a flirt while we're cross-dressing tonight. Cross-dressing is what we do. Oh, you say we're crazy, well I'm sorry for you. Cross-dressing, you say that it's silly, well I bet you never dressed up like Liza Minnelli. She looks so bossy in those tight-fitting pants, and I look so cute in my garters from France. But don't say I'm gay, I still lead when we dance, when we're cross-dressing tonight. Cross-dressing is what we do. Oh, you say we're crazy, well I'm sorry for you. Cross-dressing is the only way to go. Well, I bet you never dressed up like Marilyn Monroe. So all you men grab a nice lady's dress, and all you women get a pinstripe suit and vest. And we'll go downtown, yeah, 'cause we look our best when we're cross-dressing tonight. Big finish. We're cross-dressing tonight. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Fire on that mountain and lightning in the air. Gold in those earrings really compliment my hair.
Wow. It gets funner and funner and funner every year. More fun than ever. We really should work on a glossary of vernaculars and things. I really think that would be important. Well, this contest is just mushroomed and grown. We started out with just only a very few entries years ago, and every year it gets more and more popular. I think we will probably have to put some constraints on it next year. Maybe just one entry. But I always like to also have a little bit of time for the people who've never been to the festival, and we had a bunch of them in this audience, to get to hear last year's winner. And I want to tell you that don't go away today. Stay as late as you can till the very end, because you'll get to hear the winners tonight in the roundup, or in late afternoon. Plus the wrap up of the festival is always a really nostalgic and special event, and all the performers will be up on the stage at once, and you get to sing with us, and we hope that you stay all day and let us hear from you. And please stop by that cam booth also. We have some winners here in reverse order. Suspense. Drum roll. Okay. Brian Darby, 3rd place. And
Could you name the song when you name the artist?
the song that he won with is Paleo. See, I'm not into this diet stuff. I have to eat to gain anyway. Anyway, really. I just don't put it on. It goes somewhere else. I'm too nervous. And all right, our 2nd place is Mike Campbell, Jimmy. First place, very carefully now, Folked Up superstar Larry Mangum. We used to say Larry Magnum. It's Mangum. Okay, thank you all so much for coming, and see us later on this evening. Thank you, Carolyn and Jim.